everyone, welcome back to Hannah Worldwide and Friends, the podcast about living abroad. If you live abroad, or you love to travel, or you are interested in different countries and cultures, this podcast is for you. Also, if you always wanted to live abroad, but you haven't found the courage yet, this podcast might inspire you. Just follow me on Instagram or hit the bell button in Spotify to get updated on new episodes. Listen to Hannah Worldwide and Friends on Spotify, Apple Podcast, or wherever you get your podcast. Hi everyone, please welcome with me Chandini Kumar from Kerala, which is in South India. Shah came to New Zealand in March 2020, just 2.5 weeks before the major lockdown due to the COVID-19 outbreak. Shah did her studies in aquaculture at the Marlborough Institute in Nelson on the South Island of New Zealand and is now living up on the North Island of the country. Hi Shah.
Hello.
Thank you so much for having time to have this conversation with me, to share your story and just to visit me as well. It's really lovely to have you over. And I really want to put your story out as well. You have like really unique approach as well. And I just am really curious.
Thank you so much, Hannah, for inviting me. I'm so pleased that you welcome me to share my stories for your channel.
Thank you so much. So always first question, and probably what is the most interesting for me, and that's why I always start with it, is why did you decide to leave India to come first to move overseas, and second, why did you decide on New Zealand?
Actually, moving overseas was my long-term goal, like say my dream actually, not from the childhood I say, from after my 11th, 12th grade, I actually decided to move out of India just to explore the culture, the cities, the people, everywhere. Not like India, other places also have the unique way of studies and everything. And it was my dream to come to another country, study there, and also the most important stuff was do my research work. So for me, science was everything from my very childhood. So from the childhood, my dream was to be a scientist. I don't know, it keeps fluctuating. Then I decided to be a doctor. Then again, I ended up coming to the research field. Then I took biotechnology. I studied in India, I did bachelor's in biotechnology in India. Then after that, I was thinking maybe it will be better for me if I move out of India for a research field. If I really want to be into the research field, I can move out of India, get a better opportunity somewhere else. That was the main reason for me to move out of India. Not only that, also to study the culture and stuff like that. I really love to travel. That's the other thing. So that I can meet new people, make new friends and everything.
See, that's already main reason you are here today. You love to travel. You made the big decision to move overseas. And that's why you are the perfect guest on this show.
Thank you.
So you told me before, and just for everyone who's listening, I want that as well captured. You actually didn't think New Zealand was your first choice. So tell us a little bit about that.
Because at that time I was really not knowing about New Zealand, because everyone is kind of telling about UK and America all the time. And UK was most popular at that time as well, and it was really easy to go to UK as a student. But then UK was preferably my first choice. Not preferably, it was my first choice. Because UK also got a lot of universities and stuff. They do a lot of research and stuff in a variety of topics. So I'm a kind of person who go to the research stuff, the research papers and everything, and find whichever research is like very common, which is the trendy research happening in science field right now. So everything, like most of the paperworks will be like published from UK. So UK was kind of like into my head. So I was like, okay, if I go to UK, I can do my research because they promote for good research and everything.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I couldn't go to UK because UK was having their course starting in the middle of my course, which was in India, going on. So that was like kind of, I can't leave my course over here because then I won't get a course completion certificate and stuff. Then I won't no longer be a bachelor degree holder.
Yeah.
So I just dropped my plan and everything. Then I didn't actually look for any other country. I was actually waiting for my course to complete.
Yeah.
Then afterwards, I was actually kind of dropped my plan to go abroad. Like I thought like, I will do my master's over here, then continue over India.
Yeah.
But then my father actually motivated me to go abroad and study, like build your dream, like, or just, have your dream. Like it was your dream all the time.
Yeah.
So just go for it. Then he was supporting me a lot. Yeah. Even my mother was supporting me, but still she was a bit sad because, to leave me, because my father, he is working abroad. So always it's me and my mother who was taking care. I'm not like taking care of the whole responsibility. My mother was doing all the she was having all the responsibility, but I was helping her for everything.
Yeah.
I was like a back support for her for everything. Then suddenly losing me in the sense, suddenly sending me somewhere very away or somewhere to the abroad was a bit hard for her at first.
Yeah.
But then she realized that, that will be good for my future as well. Then she also supported me. Then I started looking again, hovering over to the countries and everything. Then I found out like Ireland will be a great option. Then I didn't end up going to Ireland as well because due to something I couldn't go to Ireland as well.
Yeah.
I think it was again the admission issues or something like that. Then finally, one of my friend actually told about New Zealand. Or I don't know, whether it's a friend also, I don't know. Maybe I heard somehow about New Zealand through the newspaper, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, through the newspaper. Yeah, then I started checking on New Zealand. I realized that New Zealand is so beautiful. And I also feels like it is, I'm not telling like it's completely like India or Kerala, like where I'm from.
Yeah.
But still, it's got beautiful green everywhere, like the mountain, the lakes, everything is natural. So I'm a kind of like scenic person who loves to like travel, see the beauty of the country and everything.
Yeah.
So I thought like, New Zealand will be a good option for me as well. That was the thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then you actually did it.
Yeah, I did it. I'm so happy. Like I actually thought even I can't make to New Zealand as well because my visa issues came along the way and I actually was having a student loan.
Yeah.
Then my loan was sanctioned, but by the time the loan was sanctioned, the visa got some issues and it was taking too long for the visa to approve. And also the college deferred I was supposed to come and join at NMIT in February 24th, but then as per my visa was not approved at that time, they deferred my course again to a week. So that's why I came in March actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was good. Like I really, at the last stage, I was actually thinking to drop it, really drop it. Like, I'm not going to go because of all the frustrations and stuff, because of the visa issues, the bank issues, the college issues and everything. Everything was like coming all together. So I was like so stressed. Then I was kind of like going to drop it. Then my mother actually supported me. She was the one who supported me afterwards. And my father was like, no, since we came this much, we will just go. Yeah. Just think like you're going to go like next day. Then they were like, keep on supporting me. Then I was like, okay, I will go. Then they were like my constant support system always, even now, always.
Yeah. I think when so many, like we have a German saying where you say like putting stones in your way.
Yeah.
If you have so many different stones in your way and you can't just smoothly walk. It's like difficult, and you have challenges, and sometimes you really lose hope, or you lose your motivation to even do it. You think like, or at least sometimes for me, it feels like it's not meant to be. Like if it was meant to be, it wouldn't be that hard.
Exactly.
But if you don't push through it, then you will never see find out how good that actually can be.
The end part, exactly. So after that, as I told, like I completely like stepped back. But then my father and mother supported me, like my parents supported me. Then I was like, okay, I will give it a go. Then, I actually wanted to join my college on the 9th. My visa got approved on the 9th of March. My visa got approved on the 3rd of March.
Wow.
I took my ticket on the 4th of March. I flied on 5th of March. It was like a real crucial time for me. But once I got everything, once I got my visa approved, my only dream was to just come to New Zealand. I was not even sad to leave my country. I was like, I have to come to New Zealand because I struggled. Even my family struggled a lot for me to get that visa approved. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to bother. I'm not going to be like sad or anything. I just have to go to New Zealand, finish my studies and go.
Oh God, it's so easy to actually quit.
And exactly.
Give up on your dream when it becomes so hard.
It is.
But now, since you're here, would you say it was worth it pushing through and actually having the support of your parents and just not giving up? Do you think it was the right thing? You don't regret anything?
No, I never ever regret, because I was thinking if I was stepping back at that time and nobody was supporting me, it will be like a great thing I'm gonna miss actually. Because now I'm in a beautiful country. Like the only thing was like when I came after 2.5 weeks, it was COVID lockdown and stuff. So all my studies and everything was online. I only get a chance to go to college maybe a week or a week and a half or something like that.
So I actually wanted to dive into that more. Like, this is so interesting because a lot of people have experienced it, but coming overseas and it happened just right after that is like a completely different story. So can you tell us a little bit more about how did it feel to arrive in a country and then having a major lockdown because of a pandemic so far from your family, and also you just wanted to explore the new country and everything just shut down. How was that for you?
It was like, first of all, I'm so grateful to God that I came here before the lockdown because, imagine me studying, I got everything. Imagine me studying from India for a course which I have enrolled over here. I paid the whole lot of fees and everything, but I couldn't come here. For that, I'm so lucky and I'm so grateful to God that I could actually come here. But the afterwards part is like a bit hard because we were like, everyone were isolated in a room, having the class, everything online. Then some days the internet, everything is on internet. So it totally depends upon the net connection. So since I actually stayed in a backpacker very near to my college, maybe say 300 meter away from my college. So, and it's like a very big backpacker with say 20 rooms. No, not 20 rooms, maybe 10 rooms. Sorry, I don't know. It's a very big one. Then we all are studying. We all are the students, like whoever are staying there were students of NMIT. So we all have to use the internet every day at almost the same time. So the internet connection was a bit poor because of the load it was having. So it was a bit difficult to listen to the class and everything. And also since I'm from India and I'm very new to a new country and I was struggling with the language over here. Even though it's English, the slang is very different.
They have a strong accent.
Oh my God, they have. They really have. Like whenever my professor says something, I might be listening, like I might be hearing something else instead of that word. Say if he's saying like a scientific name or something, I have to like think 2 times what that scientific name he has just said. So it was a challenge actually. Just the first, maybe say a month was really challenging to get to know about the accents and stuff like that. But thereafter, everything, I'm not telling like it was 100% smooth, but still I managed everything. Then it was kind of smooth. But then the hard part was the assignment part. Because in India we never have anything like plagiarism and stuff when I was studying over there, but now they have. Then the plagiarism was a new thing to me. Like, I don't know what the plagiarism stuff is. We have to put it into an app, then see how much plagiarism it's showing in the app. Then the tutors actually put a cutoff for the plagiarism person. Like, say sometimes it's 5% for some subjects. Then some people will have 10%, especially when we have more scientific names and stuff, they will put for 10%.
Yeah.
Because, always the plagiarism, that app will concentrate on the scientific names because it have been like repeated 10,000 times in every different research papers, the same scientific name. So that was a difficult part. Then...
Just for my understanding, and I don't know if everyone who's listening also knows or doesn't know, but this is pretty much just making sure that you are not stealing someone else's knowledge, right?
Yes, exactly. This means like we are not copying the exact same sentence another person have written, or it's an exact same sentence of another research paper or something like that. So we have to like, if I'm taking a sentence from a research paper, I have to like completely modify it and make it into my own sentence. So nothing should be like same as the other sentence. That is plagiarism. Or that is how that app, that we have an app called Turnitin, so that was calculating the stuff like that.
Interesting.
It was so interesting at first then, but when we tried to move around the sentences and stuff like that, it was like showing so much plagiarism. I was like, oh my god. It was taking, the first thing is like, back in India, we could actually, we are allowed to copy the same, not the same sentence, but we can just modify a little bit and write down the same sentence. But here we need to like completely change that. The whole structure should be changed of that sentence. So that was quite a difficult thing at the first time. Then I also like missed one or two assignments before I came, because as I told, the class started on 24th. They already like gave the first set of assignments and stuff. So for me, it was like hell lot of work to do after I came. Within that 1 month, I think I've submitted like 2 or 3 or 4 assignments. And that was like, everything was new for me. And we were having a business paper. I'm like 0%. I know nothing about business. 0% knowledge of business. And I managed to do everything at that time. Like, I managed to finish everything by time and I submitted everything. I'm so glad for that. And also the tutors were very helpful, because since I joined late, they were like really helpful. They actually like whatever doubts we asked them, they just clear it at the same time, or they just email at the same time. So that was really good. Actually, they were so helpful. So maybe that's another reason I didn't like felt like that subject or the course which I took is very difficult. But still there was a lot of hard things in between, but everything went well. I graduated. I'm so happy for that.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And especially with, you mentioned paying for all the fees and everything. You won't get anything back, right? Because you paid for also practical experience there, which won't happen because of COVID. Everything was just shut down, and it was just mainly the theory, right? So can you just talk us through a little bit, like which courses were meant to be and then didn't happen because of the whole lockdown COVID situation?
I was actually having 4 papers. Then we were having some field visits and stuff like that. That didn't happen, actually. Then I actually missed 1 or 2 field visits as well because of my visa issue stuff. So I got 2 or 3 lab parts, but still my field visits and stuff are all missed. I didn't know anything about field visit, and one of our assignment was actually from that field visit. I don't know how I managed to write that assignment. That was like something beyond beyond me.
Oh, wow.
But it was cool. I'm not telling like they were like very strict in valuation, and they were strict enough, but due to the COVID and stuff, they were a bit liberal or a bit, they were like, okay, that's fine. They actually tried it. So we can like give them mark. They didn't fail anyone actually from my class. Everyone passed, at least just a pass. Everyone passed. I'm so happy for that also, because they tried to understand our situation, because everything was online. We have to like sit, even for exams. We were not having any pen and paper based exam. Everything was online. So that was all the difficult part. So the tutors kind of understood our situation and stuff, and they give, I'm not good grades, but still they give a pass mark for everyone. For all the subject. Like those who have written well, they've gotten good mark. But still for me, it was like a really good grade for me. I achieved, I think, B or B plus in my overall grade stuff. But for me, it was like really great. It seemed like the top of the distinction or merit or anything for me, because the thing was, the whole new study system, the study system here is a whole new thing for me. But in that situation also, I tried to manage everything, and I tried to score good enough, which as I can, and my hard work and everything paid off. Because if I came here and if I couldn't achieve a subject or something, then it might be like a failure for me. I struggled a lot back from India to come here, and I came here and I failed in a subject, means something is not right. So for that, I'm really grateful to God. I'm always grateful to God. My parents, my tutors, my external supervisor, everyone, even my friends, everyone supported me a lot. So because of that, I passed the exam. I'm so happy. Everything went well.
Especially as you said in the beginning, you need to get used to the pace of the people talking. It's a different slang. It's a different accent
and everything.
And even though my English was all right, average, I would say. But I remember when I first talked to my big boss, I struggled understanding her, because she was talking really, really fast, and also with that slight Kiwi accent. I wasn't understanding all of it.
We can't figure out what they are telling it sometimes. Then when they complete the sentence, we'll be like, oh, this is what they meant.
Okay, you can kind of put together what the meaning of it was, even though you might not understand some parts of it. Like reading a book for the first time in English.
Even for us, it was like that. We were like, half of the students in my class were from India. And, people ask, like other students ask questions and everything, and we will be like stunned. We will be like looking at them, oh my God, they understood, because they are all from here, either New Zealand or Australia only. So they kind of like understand everything. They ask questions and everything. They ask doubts, but we don't have anything to ask. We just listen to everything. Then everything is like a mix of everything.
You just hope to understand.
Like we just sit like we understand everything here, but no questions.
But I think because they are dealing with so many people from international students, it's also that they understand the struggles of people. So probably they were really like looking after you guys and making sure that whatever there is getting back to you on time, quickly, making sure that whatever question you have, they can get back to you.
As soon as possible, like as fast as possible, they were answering every doubts and everything. Even when we like ask them like a doubt or anything, they just slow down and say like the pace will be like really slow. So they know like we kind of not understanding that. That's why we are like asking it again. So our tutors were like kind of very understanding people. Like they were really nice.
That's awesome. Really good to know. And I hope also really encouraging for everyone who is thinking to maybe study overseas or in a different country. Like people at the uni or at institutions, they are usually really knowing how to deal with people from internationals and just knowing the struggles. So that's really good. So I hope everyone feels like a little bit encouraged.
Hope my words are a bit encouraging for everyone.
But this is the whole study part. But how was the personal side of things coming into a country, lockdown? I know a lot of people struggled all over the world.
Yeah.
And for you being so far away from your family as well, especially having been in this country just like a few weeks.
Yeah.
How was that kind of experience for you being in a lockdown? And if I'm right, then our first lockdown was a little over a month, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe 4.5 weeks.
Yeah. Something like that, yeah.
So how was that for you?
For me, actually, like it was okay. Like, since I was really busy with the class and everything, and I have to like sort it out how to study the stuff and everything. It was okay. Then the other thing was like, since I told I was like living in a backpacker, I was staying in a backpacker, and almost all the people in that backpackers were also from India.
Yeah.
So it was quite cool. We get to know each other very well.
Yeah.
It was really cool. Actually, we everyone lends helping hand whenever we need.
Yeah.
So, as it was the major lockdown, we couldn't go to the grocery shop. Like, everyone can't go. It's like one person can go at a time. Things like that. So what we do is like we take turns and go to the supermarket, and it's like long queue and everything.
Yeah.
So it was okay for me. I didn't go into a lonely state or anything, because I kept myself like busy with all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
I sometimes go and talk to the people. Then our kitchen was like a common one. So whenever we were like sharing the cooking. I got 2 other friends. So we were sharing the cooking. So whenever we go to the kitchen to cook and everything, there will be a lot of other people. Then we start discussing about the whole new stuffs happening over in New Zealand.
Yeah.
The stuff back in India. Because even though we were all from India, we were from different states of India.
Yeah.
There were people from Kerala, like too many people from Kerala as well. But still there were people from other states of India. So we get to know each other, like about their culture and stuff, their countries, their states, like all the culture and food and everything. We try to teach them how to make our recipes. They try to teach us how to make their recipes, everything like that. So it was like a mutual, like sharing and caring, like a barter system. We give them something, they give us something. Like especially the curries and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was really cool. I never ever felt any depression or any loneliness or anything, because every time 24/7 people will be around there. We could hear the chatter of people and everything. And also it's always the internet class, like the online class. So we were never ever having any spare time. But the only drawback was couldn't get a job. So the part-time job was like a dream, actually. I got the job after 7 months or something after coming to New Zealand. So, but it was fine. I still have my the FTS, because when we are traveling from India to New Zealand, they told in the interview, like, we have to deposit certain amount, like $15,000 for that 1 year expense. That include our personal expense, that covers everything, the rent, everything, the groceries, our own expenses and everything. So every 2 weeks, I guess, they send from their bank to our bank, like their account to my account. So it was okay. I managed everything, but still part-time job, couldn't find any, because nobody is willing to take anyone for job as of the COVID situations and stuff like that. That was hard, but still we managed. We all managed.
I think that's really the best possible outcome, to come over in a new country and then stay in a backpacker, and then having a lockdown where people, that's their home now for that time. No one can go anywhere.
No.
And it's like, if there's a household with only 2 people, they are stuck together.
Oh yeah.
And
they
that
just
can
see
get
each
like,
other.
That's like crazy.
They don't have anything to say. Like, probably say 1 week, they are okay. Second week, they will not be having anything to say. What will they say? They're just sitting home only. But for us, it's like whole different kinds of people coming over and saying their stories and stuff.
And you get to know each other, because you don't know each other. That's
Say
great.
if there is like 30 days a month, we got 30 people. 30 days we are hearing different stories, actually. There was like so much laugh. We had partying and stuff like that. It was so good. Like shared dinners and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was so good. I really loved that day. Like I wish like if the lockdown can happen again just for that friendships and stuff to maintain if it is only in a big backpack. Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
It's so interesting because I think most people you would talk to are not really in that boat. They are more like they were really isolated.
Yeah.
It was a struggle. So hearing that you actually had in that case, positive experience because you were not alone.
Nah.
That's actually really nice.
Really good. Yeah. So, I know like so many people have gone so low, like into depressions and stuff like that. But in my case, it was okay. I was happy. Even my parents were happy. So I'm happy.
That's good.
Yeah.
Because for me, I remember I wasn't necessarily afraid that I was here and I wasn't with my family, but I think the fact that you never knew how long it will last.
Yeah.
And the borders were all shut down.
Yeah.
And you were just not too sure if and when you can go back home.
Yeah.
Like just not that I wanted to go home immediately, but just the fact that you couldn't go if you need to or whenever you wanted to.
Yeah, exactly. That was a big question actually at that time. When are they going to open the borders? Yeah.
Yeah. I get that. It was
hard. Yeah, it was really hard. Like nobody can come. Like I know a lot of people who got stuck back in their own countries. They got the visa approved and everything and couldn't come to the country. They paid everything but couldn't come to the country because just that day or that day before, the day after they want to fly, then the lockdown happened over here. So I know a lot of people who stuck back in India and they studied the online stuff in India. For them, it was really horrible.
Yeah.
Really, really horrible. They have to wait until the whole lockdown thing has lifted up. I don't know, when did they lift it up? Last year?
Oh God, it must have been either early last year.
Yeah, early last year. Yeah, they have to wait until that time to enter the country.
Yeah.
So in that case, whoever were there or whoever came here were all lucky.
Yeah.
Or everyone were lucky. Yeah. For me, I was so lucky. I got enough company as well.
Yeah.
Yes, I was lucky, but I still know people who faced the depressions and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a major lockdown. Oh my God.
Yeah, and crazy. Like what happened all around the world, of course.
Yeah. Oh my God, how many people died? Everything. So many stuff. If we start talking about that, it will be like so many stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why we just move on from the topic lockdown.
Yeah.
And saying move on, it's actually a good kind of bridge to the next topic because since I know you a little bit better already, I know that you are really open to jump around. Let me put it this way.
Yeah.
Because you started in Nelson.
Yeah.
But now you are here on the North Island in Hamilton, but you were also living in Tauranga for a while.
Yeah.
So, and I know you are super open to just be wherever.
Yeah.
You're really open to change. And for me, I know I struggle with change sometimes.
I know, yeah.
I have to say, I'm really not good. Like sometimes I need my comfort like that.
Yeah.
So how did that happen? Do you think like that was just always you, like your personality, that you are really open to change and you are like not necessarily need to settle down at a place and you rather want to go from one place to the other to explore more? Or what is kind of your reason behind being so open?
That is kind of like, I am actually, I don't know whether it's my personality or anything. It might be my personality as well. I can actually adapt to anywhere very fast, very quick. I can adapt to any of the environment. Even actually leaving Nelson was a bit sad moment for me because I was having all my friends, all my friends were over in Nelson. I know everybody. Almost all my friends were in Nelson. When we had lockdown, we all had good memories together actually. So leaving Nelson was a bit hard for me, but at the same time, I have to move on as well because I have a future as well. So I have to get a job because I came not here not only for studies. I have to like get a job to get more experience. Like say from the studies, we are not getting more hands-on experience. So as a science graduate, I need more experience on everything, like hands-on experience on stuff. So moving from Nelson to Tauranga was a great move for me because Nelson was such a calm and quiet city. And when I can say like maybe South Island as a whole is like a calm and quiet, but Nelson particularly is a very calm and quiet city. Because it's mostly like old retirement kind of city. But there were like so many young energetic people as well. But the job opportunities and stuff were all a bit back over there.
Especially in science, right?
So they got like heaps of job, but everything was like depends on experience. So as a science graduate, I was not having any experience. I finished my bachelor's straight away. Like after 9 months, I came to New Zealand. So I got like maybe say 3-4 months of experience that I don't think that will ever count as an experience, but still it is experience for me. But for staying in Nelson, I have to have 5 years of experience when I asked one of the research institute over there. So I know like, okay, I can't stay anymore, like not anymore. Like I can definitely go back to Nelson, but right now I have to like make a move from Nelson. Then I got a job in Tauranga in an aquaculture facility that was actually a frozen mussel facility, like a production facility. So I first started as they actually interviewed me for the team leader or stuff like something like that. But when I came here, they told like, oh, that position, they already give it to somebody else. Then I stayed there because anyway, I moved everything from Nelson to Tauranga. Then I was like, okay, I will stay here. Have you guys got any other positions open? And they told like they got the packing position open for the frozen mussel packing thingy. I was like, okay, I'm all good. I can do it. Then they told like, since you already got qualifications and stuff, we will tell you like there will be soon a quality position might open soon. But still, for the time being, you just have to be in packing. We don't know when it will open. Then I think I did packing for a week. Then the quality position opened. Then I got trained in quality position. But I don't know, somehow due to something, I couldn't like continue over there. And it was also like a seasonal position. It was really cold. And I was having a lot of issues with cold because I have cyanotic issues and stuff. So I couldn't actually continue over there. So I actually resigned from there. But then they told like they might give a position change or something. I was like, no, maybe I might try something else because even the smell of mussel and everything, I couldn't handle everything. So then I keep on applying for a job. I think after a month I got job in Tauranga Hospital. That was another start of a new career. Like I got a job as a sterilizing technician. That was a whole new thing for me, like sterilizing the instruments and stuff. But I quite enjoyed the job. I stayed there for a year, maybe say year and 3 months or 4 months. It was so good. The team was really good. Everyone was good because I was not the youngest one, but I was kind of a young person in that team because everyone else were like so older than me, so they consider me as their child, so pampering me always, giving me food always. So it was so good. So good. Then the whole new thing came, like because of the COVID lockdown and stuff, the government announced the one-off residency stuff. One-off residency for this many people who stayed in New Zealand over that COVID pandemic time, and those who have worked in the shortlisted field. So they had a list of shortlisted field. So my job as a sterilizing technician was in that list. So I was so overjoyed, like finally I can actually apply for the residency of New Zealand. Like that was a fantastic, a wonderful thing from the government actually. Like, I never ever dream of getting a residency of New Zealand because it was so hard to get the residency if it was the point-based system.
Yeah.
But since the government reduced a bit of their stuffs, like the point systems and the rules and stuff, they relaxed a bit. The rules got relaxed a bit. So then it was easy for almost maybe say 200K applicants to get the residency. So I got my residency. Then I applied for job because my thirst for science jobs was still haunting me every day. Like I really want to work in science field because I'm a science graduate. I want to move to the research. So I need to know what the laboratory practices, the SOP things and stuff like that. Everything that happens in a laboratory, and also the main thing, how to perform the test.
Yeah.
So then I applied for the job. I don't know. I applied for heaps of jobs. I don't even know. I don't even have a track for which companies I've applied.
Yeah.
Then I got a call from Hamilton, LIC, where I'm currently working.
Yeah.
Then I was actually having my night shift at that day.
Yeah.
And they messaged me like they are okay to interview me. Then just let them know a time and thing. Then I told like, yeah, that will be good because I work 4-day night. So anyway, I know that was my first day of night only. So I still got 3 days. So I don't want to delay this process. So I told them, yeah, you can call me like tomorrow. So I came back from my night shift. She gave me the person who was interviewing me gave me the time of 10:30 or something like that.
Yeah.
I came back 7 o'clock in the morning. I had a quick shower, just a quick nap. And something to, like before that, something to eat. Then I did a power nap, like for few minutes, maybe say an hour. Then I put my alarm half an hour before because I have to get ready for the interview. And it was like a Teams meeting.
Yeah.
So I have to like really get ready. At least my face should be ready. So I get ready for the interview. Then they called me. They were so happy with the interview process. I was also so comfortable with them, the interview process and stuff. I was like, okay, yeah, everything went well. Sometimes it will be good. Something is going to happen good or maybe no. Yeah, I can just wait for another interview. Let it be like
flowing.
Go. Yeah. Then the very next day, she sent me the email like they shortlisted me.
Yeah.
Then I have to come for the second interview on site because it's like the hands-on experience one. So I have to like do the pipetting stuff they want to check my accuracy, like how accurate or how precise I am in pipetting. Then I came, like I again tell them like I want like maybe say 2 days to come because I have to like finish my night shift, then only I can come.
Yeah.
Because I'm having day off after the night shift. So then she told, okay, like, then I came here, had my second interview. I got the call next day telling that I'm selected for the position.
Yay.
I was so happy. I was like so happy. Finally something great has happened to me. And I was so happy. Then finally I decided to move from Tauranga to my third city, Hamilton. So far all the movement for me was quite good. I made a lot of friends everywhere. So even if I go back to Tauranga, I have friends over there. Even if I stay in Hamilton, I got lots of friends, even you. Then even if I go back to Nelson, I got heaps of friends over there. So I'm like, I am quite adaptable to change. It will take time, like maybe say 1 month. That's the maximum time frame I need to adjust in that new city. 1 month is more than enough. I will be adjusted.
That's a really good skill to have, honestly, because being flexible and actually moving, because as we can tell now, you're really focused on your dream of research and you have a really clear picture in your mind what you want and what you need for your future. You know, I need the hands-on experience to actually have a chance. So I want this and I need to look for that. And so having that really in mind and like a vision of where you want to go is so good. And then being flexible enough to follow that through, because for me I'm like, I don't really want to move again. I know people who just
like they will like just say like, oh, I can't move because I got my friends over here, so I can't move. Even if I get a good job, like I don't want to move because everything for me is over here. But I don't know, maybe people are like that. Everyone has got different personalities.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was actually not a flexible or an adaptable person like this before, but now I am. Yeah, that's another great thing. After I moved from India to here, that was another thing I kind of noted in myself. Like I am quite flexible in moving around. I am quite flexible in making friends. I am flexible with everything. Yeah.
So you do agree on, you really get to know yourself better, and you get to know a new side of yourself as well. And
I do agree. Yeah. I actually came to know a lot of things after I came to New Zealand about myself.
Yeah.
Like I can adapt to a new environment. I can survive without my parents.
Yeah.
Then I can work. I can like same, the flexibility, adaptability and everything. I can see a whole new me now actually.
Yeah.
Because back home, you know, our parents always will be there with us every time.
Yeah,
but
they
now,
take care.
Yeah, if I need to go somewhere, if I need to eat something, I have to cook for myself. Nobody is there to cook for me. If I have to go somewhere, I have to go myself.
Yeah.
So all that myself thing made me like a whole new person actually.
Yeah, which is great. Like that's
it is
what people say. Like you grow, you develop, you are independent, and you really just get to know yourself so much on a deeper level, which is good. So I'm glad to see that, and I can see that it makes you happy as well, like really comfortable with yourself.
I am.
So hearing all of that, what is scary for you? What do you fear, or what is uncomfortable for you here with that overseas or abroad experience?
Scary means at first I told like I was a bit nervous to ask questions and stuff because I couldn't understand the like there's accents and stuff.
Yeah.
That was a bit scary because I was so scared to go into a group of people who are especially from an English speaking country, to go into them and say something or say my opinion. Even now I think I'm a bit scared of that because I will never go into a group and put my opinions to them. I will talk to myself like you can do it, but still, you know, when I reach there I will just forget everything. So that's a bit scary still for me. Maybe I need to like improve. Like that will be a thing still I need to improve.
Yeah.
Like in a community, not in a community, in a group, I might draw myself a bit back. Yeah. That's a bit
right.
Yeah. But I'm comfortable with the people whom I know really well. I can like talk to them anything. But especially with work colleagues and stuff, we don't know them. Like we just go to the same workplace, but don't know their personal life and stuff. So giving an opinion on their personal stuff and things, I will never ever give. But some people do give, but I will never ever give because I'm a bit scared to give that opinion because I don't know how. I will just think in my head before even I give the opinion. How will they think if I say that? So that actually shut my mouth. Like, okay, Chandini, you cannot say that. Maybe they might think it the opposite way.
Right.
So that is a bit of my negative or a drawback for me.
So slight insecurity in the perception of other people when you say something. Because it's absolutely fair. You can say something and you can mean it in a very innocent way, but because of what you took from the country, what you learned new, you might say it and it's not appropriate, or it might be hurtful, but you don't even mean it that way. It can be understood very different. Like I get that. I can totally relate to that as well. Like sometimes there are moments when I say something even to my most comfortable people, like my partner or you know, everyone who is really close to me. If I pick something up what other people say and I understand it in a way which is like used casually, but it might be actually more dramatic than, you know, some people can be like, that's actually not how you should say it. It's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I really didn't mean to. So I get that.
I was like, a little bit back in that.
Which is fair. Like rather holding back a little bit to just see unfold. And I'm pretty sure like over time you will get more comfortable and you will improve on certain things for yourself, and then you might feel better as well in a group setting.
When I get like more and more like experience, maybe like, you know, people here starts working from a very young age, so they know how to like how to do better in a team and how to communicate well and stuff like that. But in my country, we only work after we finish our old studies and stuff, because we don't have a system like part-time jobs and stuff like that in India. It's just after coming to New Zealand only I know, like not only New Zealand, all the people who are migrating from India, they know the part-time jobs and stuff. And the jobs, the casual jobs and things like that. But maybe that's why we communicate with our family, relatives, friends, teachers. That's it. Nothing more than that. So we never go talk to a stranger like I'm not telling like people here are doing it, but still when we go to the workplace, when it's a completely new place, they all are strangers for us. So still maybe I have to like get rid of or come over that fear of facing a new person is okay, but still I am a bit uncomfortable in giving my opinions in a group conversation and stuff that. Just pulling out a little bit.
All right, thank you. So when you came to New Zealand, or you wanted an overseas experience, you made it really clear you mainly look for research, the future. But do you have any other things you were looking for your experience overseas? Like for me, for example, I think for me my driving emotion was freedom and adventure. And some people are like looking for happiness, some people are looking for finding themselves, some people look for wisdom and education. So what would you say, which word is the most fitting for you for the reasons of traveling around and having that overseas experience?
Okay, for me, the first thing, freedom and adventure. Like still I was having freedom back in India as well, but not as like over here. Because here we are like, I'm all alone by myself. I can do like I can do like whatever in the sense means. I can like travel alone. I can just go, even at the night time I can go to a shop and purchase the stuff, but that is not possible in India. So freedom, the first thing. For me, education, the first thing, freedom. And I love to travel around and see the culture of other people, meet other people, like hear about their things, and not the personal stuff, their adventures and stuff like that. I'm more of like an adventure person, not saying like 100% adventure person. I am fear of so many stuff, but still I am trying to come over that fears. But still adventure, travel, freedom, education, all were the mix of my life. Like this was the main reason I actually stepped into another country, or just say make a big move to another country.
Perfect. Thank you so much for giving us like an insight of how it was to study in New Zealand, but also how it was to study during the COVID pandemic. And also finding a job, being adaptable and jumping around to find the right thing. So I really enjoyed that, and I hope that someone can actually learn something from it, take something from it, might be interested in studying now overseas. It doesn't have to be New Zealand, it can be anywhere, whatever country. And just to hear that even if you struggle in the beginning, you can make it, you can get through it. You will get out stronger. And it's
like
just,
if God has a plan for us to be here, He will make everything for us. But the thing is, everything will take a little bit time.
Time and effort.
Exactly. Time and effort. Hard work pays off. So time and effort definitely pays off.
It's awesome.
Thank you.
I always end every episode with my quick 3 questions, which I ask everyone. So these ones are now for you.
Yeah.
And number one
Yeah.
is, if you ever decide to move overseas again,
Yeah.
which other country would you actually want to go now, since you have experienced New Zealand and you know a little bit more from other people?
Yeah.
Is there any other country which like caught your eye and was like,
UK? I will go UK because that was my dream. Still, that's in my mind. Like UK it's somewhere in my deep inside me still.
It just never left you. Really.
No, never ever. I just want to go to UK, work there for a few years, come back to New Zealand again.
Right.
Yeah.
So you do feel like home here in New Zealand.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. After India, New Zealand is my home.
That's so beautiful. Yeah. All right. Question number 2.
Yeah.
What do you miss the most from India?
Definitely the food.
So many people say that.
Yeah.
It's really the truth. Like what you eat at home is
not it. We can get actually everything. Not everything, but at least 50%, 60% of the stuff here. But it doesn't taste the same like what we used to eat what we were having it in India.
Yeah, I get that.
So food, and also all our religious festivals and stuff like that.
Yeah, since you brought it up, and for everyone who's listening, we just like a week ago had Diwali, and it's one of the biggest festivals for Hinduism.
India,
and in India, not just Hindus are celebrating it.
Everyone celebrates Diwali.
So it's like for the Christian, like Christmas, like really big and important.
It is.
And we were having like a mini Diwali celebration. So how was that for you to have it in a different country?
Yeah, it was really awesome. Like I never ever had, like in my 4 years, I never ever had a Diwali celebration like that. I used to like, in my previous places, we used to light the lamps, but nothing more than that.
Yeah.
But here I had with a bunch of friends, like totally unknown people. Like I only know you actually, you and Nick. But all others were like new faces for me. But they all considered me, and they all like took me as one team. Like we were all like together, like as a group of friends celebrating Diwali. Like, it was so colorful. Everything, the food, the fireworks, not the fireworks, the sparkles, the lighting, lamp lighting things and everything. We had, it was so cool. Like I really, I think I mentioned that day also. I really like, now if I was like really gone back to my memories. We used to celebrate it like that. We used to light everywhere. All the whole house, like in the balcony, everywhere we used to put the small lamp, even in the friend yard and everywhere. It was so good. Like I really had a good time.
That's
really
awesome.
Good time. Yeah.
I'm so glad.
Especially
knowing how much I miss Christmas sometimes. I'm
glad everyone who migrates to another country than their home country miss something. I know number 1 will be food. Number 2 will be the festivals. Then our family, definitely family.
That's true. It's interesting. I mean, most people, of course, miss their family and friends. But by asking this question, people really try to not just think about their family and friends, but also like what else is actually out there, which I don't have in this country and really miss. Awesome. Thank you so much. So last question. What do you love the most about New Zealand, the country you're currently living in?
It is the adventure part, the whole hiking, the mountains, the whole nature of New Zealand. I really love it. I am a nature person. I love hiking, all the travelings and stuff, just to see the nature, just to embrace the beauty of the nature. I just really love to be into the nature, like as it is. That's the most important, like the most important thing I love about New Zealand.
Thank you. It's also a really common one, and I guess that's just normal because the country is so known for its natural beauty.
They preserve the country as it is, not putting on any artificial stuff or anything. It's just as the country, how it's beautiful really pure, it is. Really beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for your answers, and thank you so much for your time, and that you opened up and talked about how it was for you, your experience.
Yeah.
I'm sure we probably could talk way longer, but I want to keep it.
Yeah, I know. There is time for everything.
But it's like such a pleasure to talk about your experience, and just being able to share it with whoever is listening, whoever enjoys listening from other people, learning from other people, learning something about their life and their culture and just their reasons of traveling and moving around. And so thank you so much.
Thank you, Hannah. Thank you for this time.
I hope everyone who's listening enjoys it and take something from it. I take from it, don't be afraid, get out there. And even if your journey is not going smoothly with like applying for visa or whatever, just stick to it. You will get out of it better and it will work out. And just don't quit your dreams. Make sure you have that experience. You make it work somehow. And I'm pretty sure everyone will really enjoy it, because so far I have not met anyone who regret doing it. So thanks everyone, and I hear you next time. Bye.
Bye.